That tastes good and cold, yes. My shirt. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Priestess and Medium Rosalind. How are you all? How are you all? I've had an extremely busy few days. I hope you all are okay. It's a lot of synchronizations going on. And all day today, I've been hearing chatter from Divine Masculine. So for you all that don't know me, I have a lot of channeled information. I do have a lot of mediumship abilities, and some days they are much more, like louder, like an actual message is coming through that may pinpoint several of the goddesses and masculine that watch my channel, okay? Because I work with a guidance team, and a lot of energy comes through sometimes, and specifically for certain people that may be watching. So if this message is not for every single person who is in a masculine or goddess you feel connected, as this is your masculine or your goddess twin flame soulmate connection, if it's not, possibly there'll be another message going on that's more in tune to you. Last week, about 4 days ago, I put up Aries through Leo, their general messages from August 1st through August 10th. And some of those messages may resonate more with you for work, for a family member, for a boss, for networking. Some of you, it may resonate more for love. So this message is specifically for masculine messages coming through for twin flames and soulmates, okay? Where you pretty much know this is someone who you are so deeply connected with. And some of you may feel that this is a person that you're not that connected with them yet, but it's still resonating with the masculine energy and the messages they're putting out. So what's happening lately in the past maybe 4 days or so, since we're gearing up to the next new moon, what's happening is Saturn and Pluto are really aligning to all of this love, twin flame, soulmate energy. So you may have had big, huge shifts, messages, interchanges with your masculine or your feminine over this weekend, okay? Because it is Sunday evening. And what I'm going to do is just flow with the information that I'm getting, okay, during this reading. I'm going to check right here and just see, okay. I'm going to click on this so I can see possibly if any messages come through. And I'm going to go ahead and align and start the reading. I'm going to be using more than one deck, okay? I'm going to be using the Afro Tarot Arcanas, the Goddess Arcanas. If you're interested in this deck, you can go to Instagram to art.drea.goddess, okay? You can go to Instagram and you'll see her work and her drawings. They're all very beautiful, okay? Every time I do a reading with this deck, I just love it. I love the energy and information that comes through. I'm also going to be using the Tattoo Tarot, okay? So if any other decks call to me, I'll use them. Okay, let me take just a few seconds. Take just a few seconds here. Masculine messages coming through. Masculine messages coming through. Okay, the first thing that I'm getting very clearly is that masculine, they're experiencing the release of their shadow self, okay? They're experiencing the release of their shadow self, and some of the goddesses or the divine feminine that's involved, which it does not always have to be male, female. It can be two males, and one has a lot of the feminine energy, and one has a lot of the goddess energy, okay? So some of them will come through and you'll feel very connected. So don't get too hung up on whether it's male, female, okay? Because some of the masculine energy is with the actual female, okay? Because that's the way we are made, with both, okay? So I'm getting the energy and information that masculine is releasing shadow. Okay. But this is what's so interesting. What's happening is masculine is aware fully of the goddess and the masculine energy. They understand more and more twin flame and soulmate energy. Also, masculine is trying to take off his mask so that he can show you what he understands and what he loves. Okay? Some of the masculine is very powerful and they're not fully aware of why they're so powerful. Some of you may understand and realize you've been seeing this masculine for a while and they have the energy of a magician, someone who is actually able to work alchemy in your relationship. Okay? Some of you feminine, some of you goddesses, you may have to understand that your role here is not to judge them, okay? Your role here is to understand and accept and connect more initiations with healing abilities, okay? Because what's happening here is that masculine is creating cords and attachments with you. So some of you may not have actually been intimate with your masculine, okay? Some of you have. You know, some of you have understood and known that you were twin flames or soulmates with them, and you have had these intimate contacts with your masculine, and it's creating profound changes. And sometimes we have to be in a place of grace and understanding with the masculine, okay? Because what's actually going on is they're depositing a lot of energy and information into you and into your union and your relationship. And it feels horrible when they decide possibly that they are not fully engaged in the relationship at this time, or that they have decided to pursue the same goals that they had even before they met you. There's also a lot of masculines who are willing to continue to offer this Page of Cups energy, which is really the energy of friendship, okay? Because they do know and they understand and they're resonating with their heart energy, but they're only willing to offer this friendship, okay? It does not mean that you will never be in a committed relationship with this masculine. However, it can feel very detrimental to you, okay? And I've been speaking with more and more of the feminine who feel lost. They feel the alchemy and the strong pull to be with this wise and powerful masculine. Some of the masculine are going through a download. They don't download information the same as feminine would. Okay, so what's happening is it's creating a lot of despair, a lot of damage, a lot of toxic energy that's going the wrong way, backwards into the divine feminine, and she cannot execute this relationship with a certain amount of grace. She doesn't fully understand what's happening here. But during this time, it is very, very important that you realize and understand that your earth journey is not supposed to be one of dismay, pain, triggers, thoughts of or contemplation of suicide, the energy of giving up your true self and your true soul journey that may be painful at different times for a false image of yourself. You must continue to keep going to your heart energy. You have to stay in your heart energy. Otherwise, you will make this a much more longer, drawn out, unfruitful, unhappy, a more depressive, dark kind of journey. Okay. Also, what I'm seeing here is that masculine, they do understand the concept of having this beautiful long-term relationship with you. And at the same time, they are trying to work on different goals and achievements and assimilate all of the downloaded information and energy that they're getting at this time. I'm also being told that a lot of the energy they're receiving is from the back end of their own toxic dismay, their own childhoods, releasing these old belief systems that they've had for so long. And it's coming through also with kind of a shadow energy, like an attachment energy. Okay. Some of the masculine, they have looked for healing for a very long time, because this Ten of Pentacles, it is being crossed by the healing, the Six of Swords. This is where they're actually on a mission, they're on a journey, they're exploring their soul's growth and their healing at this time. So for some of you, this is going to be very, very difficult if you've had a child with the masculine. Okay, if there's been children involved, you've had a child with the masculine, this is going to be some very, very deep energy, okay, to try and heal and to break through. Some of the feminine who do have children or they've been pregnant by the masculine, this is going to create a lot of social upheaval, a lot of norms that are going to be broken down socially, okay? I'm also being told you are going to thrive in forgiveness. Okay, feminine, you're going to thrive in forgiveness. Masculine has a lot of changing to do, a lot of life to command, a lot going on. You know, for those of you who have had this, you know, you've been with this masculine for a while, this soulmate, this twin, and you have the Empress here where there's been a feeling of being fertile with him, pregnancy, a child was already born, plus the fact that in the past, the two of you connected on the level of soulmates. You're going to need to stay grounded. You're really going to need to stay grounded. So feminine, I'm asking you, and I feel what spirit is asking you is to stay grounded, connected, and put your healing first. Put your healing, your feelings that you're having, put those first and understand that they must be taken care of. You must acknowledge yourself. Okay, you don't have to go to a point of anger. Now, this is what I'm seeing crowning the reading is the Five of Wands here. So there's definitely some issue here of forgiveness. Some of the feminine feel that they have lost a lot of time. You feel you've lost a lot of time with the masculine because it's not having those immediate outcomes that you may want. So this Five of Wands here is representing all of the conflict, the inner conflict, the outer conflict that you feel is happening. You've got the conflict happening possibly within you, okay, goddesses. You've got that happening within you, and then you've got it outwardly because you feel that socially this relationship has not turned into what you wanted it to be, you know, socially and outwardly around you. Okay, and then this is what you have to look forward to coming up in the very near future if some of you are not already here. The masculine, I feel, is here in judgment. There's different karmic debts. There's different things that are actually being documented. I feel like they're documented in the masculine soul, in his Akashic records. Okay? I know some of you don't exactly know what Akashic records are, but they are really documents of our soul's energy. Okay? And what's happening here is they're healing, cleaning, releasing. They're connecting with this, and it's connecting with it on a level that's so deep because of all the activity with Saturn and Pluto we've had since June. Okay? So a lot of things with divine masculine are being called to the carpet. They're being called to the carpet within his self, where he's acknowledging it and he's coming to life. He's being resuscitated in his own knowledge and in his own growth. This feminine, okay, if you're listening, I want you to understand this is something that he may have to do alone. Okay, this is something that he may have to do alone because he has to feel his way through this. He has to surrender. Okay, he literally has to surrender to this. So when he's doing this work, it's going to look a little bit strange from someone who is judging from the outside. You can't judge him through this. You can only understand that he is trying to come to terms with things that have been in his soul energy and his soul imprint for a lifetime. Spirit is saying it right to me. It's something that he has to do. And it's been something that he even came back here to do, was take care of some of these issues. So what are the issues? Okay, I'm going to go to that next. The issues are from generations ago, from his actual generational ancestors. Okay, if you look into his past with his parents, his cousins, his siblings, his grandparents, he's dealing with trying to clear out all of these generational blocks, these vices of addiction, of never having the income that he wants, or the businesses, the networking, the social status that he wants, the coin that he wants, or banishment of negative cords, mental illness, abuse, these different things that we call in our society. We call them, bipolar disorder. We call them schizoaffective disorder. We call it depression. He's trying to release, heal, clear, and banish all of these things. He's trying to literally open his roads, banish, clear. He's working with, I feel like he's working with the goddess energy completely. Okay, he's working with your energy. Even if you don't fully know it and understand it, he is working with divine feminine. He sees and understands the goddess. He does. Queen of Cups here, feminine energy that gives and gives and gives, unconditional from the heart. He sees you. Okay. He's also feeling this. He's feeling the effects of the Eight of Swords mentally. He can't progress. He cannot be who he needs to be and fully represent and heal in this lifetime if he is here, trapped in mental fear, mental emotions, anxiety. Okay, but he does see you. He acknowledges you are here. Let's go further. Yeah. He wants to work together with you. Okay. He wants to work together with you. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Coins here, the Nine of Pentacles. This is about complete freedom and fulfillment, having all the money you want, being at peace and happiness. Complete freedom, having all the money you want, arriving at a beautiful destination in your energy of being in the Garden of Eden, never wanting for anything. But first, he has to work on himself. He's trying to understand this. He's trying to learn this, working on himself. He's gathering. The prime instinct of most masculine is to hunt, to gather, to work, to go out and to try and establish and to build and to gather. Okay, this is exactly what Spirit is showing me and telling me right now. I'm looking at some of your comments now. I'm not doing personal questions right now, but my information is below. You can get in touch with me. And yes, I do phone readings. I do phone readings. Most of the readings will be on a private link video, but I definitely do phone readings. You said fire and water make steam. Yeah, yeah. Fire and water, they definitely make steam. That's the alchemy, right? Because I've already spoken tonight about the alchemy that divine masculine is creating. When divine masculine is not there, we feel it. We feel the absence of him not being there. That is how powerful they are. The masculine is sacred. The masculine is divine. The masculine is powerful. The masculine is full of wisdom. That's why I never, even though I know there's about 85% female goddesses, And feminine here, but I never degrade the masculine. I never bash the masculine. The masculine is in a point of growth, a point of healing. Some of the masculine are lost, and this is a time when we can support them in our energy and in our soul's growth as well, to know we can choose. Spirit keeps reminding me during readings, whether they're here on YouTube or whether they're private readings, I keep getting reminded that it is a point of healing at hand, okay? Now, this here is representing some of the social issues, some of the drama. It's also representing that masculine will come in and speak to some of you. Not like just in a dream or something. Not like that. Some of the masculine are actually going to rush in with messages. It may be text messages. It may be that they pop up and they want to go and have dinner with you one weekend. It may be that they want to call you and hear your voice. But some of the masculine are definitely going to reach out and get in touch with you. Okay. And then here with the World card, some of you are going to wrap up a cycle. And that's what's been happening the past few months. You've been wrapping up a cycle with your masculine. Okay. He's actually been wrapping up the cycle with you, whether he's expressed it or not. And he is on a path now of even more growth because he can't go backwards. Okay. This world is about completing something, it's completing a cycle, and it's going to move forward. Okay. So for some of you, you're going to get that communication of something being wrapped up. He may want to gauge how you feel so far. He may want to let you know, and the cards are confirming it. Wow. The cards are confirming he may want to let you know that he is sorry. He knows that he may have cut it off abruptly. He may be ashamed. Spirit is saying some of them feel ashamed. I'm hearing it right in my ear, these messages. He is going to come with some information and possibly offer you an apology or offer you more friendship or offer you love in the future. Sometimes it's not going to happen right at that time that they contact you. And you may feel a little bit awkward because they contacted you, but they did not actually say, can we date again? Can we maybe move in together? They may contact you and say, let's go to a movie. Let's, get together and let's just talk, for this weekend because there's something going on in your city. So I'm going to come that way. It might not sound like they're offering you love to come back into a relationship, but some of them are going to share and show enough of the love here. They're going to show enough of their soul. You see the way the rose is open? They're going to open up somehow. So for some of you, this is going to happen. Okay, now here with the Knight of Wands, this is definitely some of the masculine who are still residing in a sexual energy. They're residing in creative sexual energy, and it is not fully aligned with their higher consciousness yet. Okay, so for some of you, you've had the Knight of Wands experience. You may have a child with them. You may have had a pregnancy in the past with them. But for some of the masculine, they're still residing here with passion. Okay, so for some of you feminine, okay, for some of you goddesses listening, you will have to think in your mind, do you really want to risk possible pregnancy at this time? Because it's on the table. I feel it's on the table. We've got King of Wands and the Knight of Cups here. So some of them will come in more emotional. Some of them are going to come in with emotion and the passion and possibly want to have sex, and you're going to have to make a decision if passion is more your choice or if it's going to be more emotional. So remember, goddesses, remember feminine, you've got a lot of choices right now of how you want this to look and how you want to grow. Because Spirit is telling me you're going to experience a lot of growth right now. A lot of growth. So you're open to happiness. You're open to forgiveness. Because this does not have to be negative, right? It does not have to be negative. You're open to a lot of choices and forgiveness. Okay, let me see some of the comments. You said we text daily. You've seen his growth. It's cute to watch him deny himself. He is getting there. Just a slow moving night. It's okay. I'm enjoying watching his journey. Well, that's good. That's really good. Really good. I'm like a lover healer. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm like a lover healer. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, let's go further here. Let's go further. Is there any other messages here from the highest good for divine feminine and masculine to hear at this time? Is there any messages from masculine at this time? Anything else that I should share right now? Okay, so I'm hearing next that, wow, look at all the ones that popped. Okay, I'm hearing next that there's a lot of masculine that are doubting themselves right now. They're having doubts because they want this to be more ease, you know, more ease, more grace in this whole situation. So a lot of them, wow, look at all the cards that popped. I'm going to just talk about them. I'll just talk about them because they did all pop. The High Priestess, okay? So I already mentioned the Magician, right? Now here's the High Priestess. This is a lot of divine feminine energy. This is the goddess energy going to her secrets, her rituals, her magic, paying attention to her dreams, okay? Paying attention to how she feels and how she wants this to look on a broader perspective. So if you can imagine sending your energy out around you into the orbit, into the cosmos, and seeing how it returns to you without clamping down and blaming and not being able to forgive. Ten of Cups here. So this is exactly the energy of coming home, emotional fulfillment, being together, being engaged, being married, being together as one. King of Pentacles. This is the energy of being consistent, being fatherly, being committed, being invested in stability and making money and making those business decisions. This is also something the masculine wants to do. He wants to conquer. He wants to be at the forefront. The Magician, here it is. So I mentioned the Magician over and over, manifesting. He's manifesting changes. He's manifesting what he wants with you. He also does want forgiveness. I'm hearing it. He wants forgiveness as well. The Chariot, moving, taking shape in different locations, not being stuck in your inner will, but actually letting your inner will pull you along. So this could be job changes. This could be returning to a study group that's somewhere on the other side of the continent. This could be moving and changing residences. Okay, these are all the things that he's experiencing. We have the Tower. So this is going to be sudden dramatic changes for some of you. For some of you, it's going to be this. It's going to be the Ten of Cups coming together. Something falls apart. Something changes drastically somewhere else. And then it's going to be more togetherness and more serenity. For some of you, it's going to be the Tower, and then they relocate. They do something that they had never even thought that they would do, and they go and they embark on something else, a soul's journey, a soul's truth for them. Then we have the Five of Pentacles here. This is the energy of feeling left out, feeling that you are in lack consciousness, that you don't have comfort there. Okay? But Spirit is telling me this is all about your self-esteem. This is about what you feel you're worth. It's not about what they did in their shadow, okay, or trying to release and heal a shadow. This is about you and what you feel about yourself and your own inner consciousness. You see what I'm saying? It's not so much that what they did, it's what was there within you that made you feel you were in lack. Okay? Let's get some romance oracle cards, and then I'm going to close out the reading, okay? Let's get some romance oracle cards. Okay. I said I was going to use some of these too. I'm going to blend in some of the Afro Arcana, the Tarot Afro Arcanas too. Is there any messages here that will help any of the goddesses that want to hear from masculine? Is there any messages here coming through from masculine to the goddesses here? Is there any message? Okay. I'm hearing messages about marriage. I'm not sure. Some of you, I feel like there was some kind of issue with marriage or an engagement, a proposal that was supposed to happen. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So here I've got the wheel. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that you cannot avoid. It's a destined change. It's already written out for you. Okay. So a lot of you are going to feel like warriors now that your masculine is on their own path. You're going to feel like you're a warrior goddess on your own path. Okay. Some of you, your ancestors put you on this wheel to move at a certain time. Okay. So if you're doing any kind of candle magic, if you're paying attention to your dreams, writing things down, your ancestors may be communicating and connecting with you at this time because you're experiencing major changes and major shifts. Okay, that's all channeled information coming in. Then we have the Two of Wands here. This is you starting out, deciding how you want to conquer the world. How do you want your world to look, goddesses? How do you want it all to look? While you have this time and while you have these destined changes coming through, you're going to start out, it's going to feel very new. How do you want it to look? How do you want it to look now? You're going to manifest. I'm hearing some of you are definitely going to manifest, okay? The next card is the Page of Swords here. So we had the Knight of Swords and the masculine's messages. And here I feel like I'm talking directly to the goddesses here. Directly. This is almost like the encouragement from masculine. Okay. It's like the encouragement, the push that you may feel behind you. Okay. Page of Swords is about messages, energy of messages. What have you been waiting to hear? I'm hearing masculine say, look for me. Look for me in those messages because he has not fully deserted you. Because he is not physically there does not mean that he is mentally, energetically, or spiritually completely deserted you. Okay, the masculine is always there. It's just when we have that physical absence, it can be so profound. It can be so profound here. I'm also hearing stay away from the gossip. Sometimes with feminine, we look to hear comfort in words only. And I'm hearing you have to stay away from the gossip and drama. If you are on this path, if you're on your twin flame soulmate journey, it may not all come together when you're just gossiping and listening to other people's stories. And then you're telling one part of your story over and over. It may not all come together. But I'm hearing that clearly. It's too much gossip going on with some of you. Some of you may relate to that more. So we've got energy, messages, and information. The spark, the Two of Wands coming together. How do you want this to look? How do you want to send this out into the ethers? How do you want this to look in your world? How do you want this to take shape and form? Because with the Wheel of Fortune here, masculine, he's giving goddess and he's giving the divine feminine definite energy, choices, and options here. That wheel is going to turn. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're going to work through this energy. Okay? Now let's get some romance oracle cards here. Is there any other messages from masculine? Any other messages from masculine coming through? Okay, I'm hearing the message. It's time to take different suggestions with how you heal on your healing journey. Your healing is not going to be one way only. Okay, that's the message that I'm giving. You're going to have to take different suggestions, different approaches with your healing. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is, okay, they just said is stay in your grace. Stay in your grace. So this is really enjoying your feminine energy, your feminine magic, your power, enjoying each moment fully. Okay, this is how you feel more and more connected and more at ease. Okay, is there any other messages coming through? Okay, let's see here. Reconciliation. Reconciliation. That's huge in this reading, okay? So masculine is also putting forth some energy here. They're putting forth an energy message here about reconciliation. This is the one reading, the one energy that we all want to know when we have been separated physically from someone that we love. Your twin, your masculine. It's all about reconciliation at one point, and this is the card that came, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning, okay? So for some of you, this may be physical. For some of you, this may be in a dream state. This may be kindness and forgiveness, the feeling of it coming back through, okay? And for some of you, this is going to be physical. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically more attractive. Okay, so masculine is really giving the message here, okay? Be in love with yourself, enjoy the moments fully, relax, come out of the anxiety. Learn these different ways of healing. It's not going to look the same way for all feminine, okay? Then the next one was reconciliation. The energy coming to you of reconciling when you start to love and appreciate these moments fully and love your life fully and relax. Okay? And then the last one is love yourself first, because you are so much more attractive when you love yourself and you're at peace with yourself first. Okay? So think about that. Feel that. Just take a few minutes and let that absorb into your body, into your mind, into your energy. This is the message that's coming through masculine. Masculine wants you to relax, love yourself, enjoy the moments fully. And he's reconciling. Okay? So this is really a deep message. This is really a big message. He's telling you to love yourself. So the anxiety's got to go. The self-love has got to increase. It's got to. Wow. Okay, so that is the message. I wanted to come on and give that message because it felt like it's been with me all day, goddesses, all day. And for any of the masculine that are watching, you know, when I used to come on and do lives, it used to be like so many, you know, it was like 20% masculine, you know. And now it's at a time when it seems that, you know, masculine is off to their own journey. They're trying to conquer, you know, whatever has held them back before. They are trying to, you know, conquer that. They're trying to walk away from it. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Someone said that he's out of town. He might feel ashamed because of his actions. Yes, definitely. Then someone said female instinct. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that is the reading for tonight. That is the message. I'm going to come back on probably within the next day or two and do Virgo through Pisces. Your August messages, August 1st through August 10th, which those messages are pretty much, you know, they're more generalized, you know. So I will talk to you all again soon. If you all would like to get in touch with me for a personal private reading, you know that I'm here for you. And I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, okay? I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.